All right, Gus, $20 super chat, ladies. Unless I want your value to decrease. Don't listen to Blue. Your past body count matter to lost men. Most men, I think. You take an L every time you hook up with someone that's not for LTR. I guess we could do this really quick. Do you guys think body count should matter?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I don't think it should matter, but it definitely does.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say yes, it does.
Okay. I like your answer because you don't think it matters, but at least you acknowledge that
Oh, yeah, it definitely
does. And
Yeah.
would you say maybe women don't care about it so much, but men do? Okay.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the most
Like,
part.
body count shouldn't. Oh.
I was just gonna say women typically seem to be more accepting of a guy with a high body count, but they don't seem to understand that a lot of guys, the inverse is the opposite.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
You know, typically when we find out a girl has a higher body count, we're kind of like, oh.
Why is
that?
just the way the world is, yeah.
It's just kind of like an instinctual male thing. Just kind of like how you wouldn't date a 5'3" dude that worked at McDonald's ever, right? Because you're successful, you're Miss PWC. It's the same thing for us. Just like something about it in our like DNA. We're like we and don't take this the wrong way, but I'm just gonna be very genuine
Please
from
do.
a male's perspective. We are like low key repulsed by it. If it's like a very high number, and I think women kind of instinctually know because they never really tell the honest number to anybody.
Yeah.
I feel like people assume the number of people just like that somebody's been with based on how attractive they find them
Agreed.
too. Like they
That too.
assume. I've seen that a lot in like
Or the way they dress, the way they carry themselves.
the
Like, I'm
people
sure-
assume a lot
yeah.
about numbers, and
Yeah.
if
So you're-
somebody is telling the truth and they think it's too low for how attractive they are, they'll be like cap,
Yep.
even
Wait,
if it's true.
So you're saying more attractive women have higher body counts? Because
I feel like men assume that.
I kind of assume the opposite.
Really?
I think average women have higher body counts than do very
That's
beautiful
interesting.
women.
I think so too, because some of them kind of like overcompensate. Because you ever like you seen that one girl who just got in trouble for having sex with all the cops?
I didn't see that.
No,
No.
there's some white girl that like she was getting like she had a husband. She was getting like ran on like by 5 different dudes. Look at your face just lit up. you ready to do an OnlyFans scene? but
I'm just kidding.
But yeah,
Jokes.
she looks like hell average,
Mid.
and I feel like they're just like trying to overcompensate to an extent.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a deeper
feel
insecurity
that.
for sure.
A lot of
That too.
A lot of women too, not all women, but a lot of women too, when they see a man or they know a man has a higher body count, that puts them at a higher level of.
That is.
They put them higher up on the pedestal, and too, naturally, like if you think of a lion, they will mate with all the females, but psychologically nowadays it's just a little rough on the females.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah.
What's rough on the females?
The ideology of not being able to have a high body count.
It's rough on women?
Yeah, because some women like have more of a masculine mentality and don't care, and the fact that people bash on them for this their own moral mindset, it sucks for them because they're like,
I
this is
agree.
how I feel about me, and you're shitting on me because of it.
I agree with that actually. 'Cause
I
I,
think
feel like a lot of my mindset has come from being screwed over by men, and I've read like a lot of books about that.
Yeah.
And I feel like all the people bashing me, I'm like, this is the way that like a lot of men are, and like I just don't give a fuck. Like I honestly just don't care. I'm not out there looking for someone. Like if I want to go fuck the dude down the street, I can go fuck the dude down the street. And you can say whatever you want about at the end of the day, but like like they would do it too. Like you know what I mean? It's
For
just
sure.
double standards.
It is.
Well,
I think the guys that are saying that the body count matters, it matters to them.
Yes.
Because I think ideally, I don't think any girl's gonna like describe her ideal man
Yeah.
like he's 5'5", ideally,
Yeah.
right? And it's the same thing for guys. Like ideally, we don't want a girl that has been around like
yeah.
that.
What's a high count?
that's
What's
understandable.
a high body count?
Depends
for
on
you?
her
Good,
age,
that's
but
a good question.
That's a good answer. That's a
yours-
good answer if you do the math, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
What do you mean?
Mid-20s.
What do you think
High body count?
versus low is?
I mean, for me to, I don't like. You could do whatever you want, but for me to take you
I like that
serious,
shielded answer you got.
over 10 for me. It's just
fair.
like you just like, what are you doing? Like, you just
No matter the age. 18
18
versus 25 versus 35.
She said
Versus
18,
50.
35. What did you say?
25, 35.
I'm not dating women in their 30s.
Okay.
So.
But back then.
We're back then.
Let me see.
Not calling you old.
Yeah, like, I don't know, like, if anything, like, once you hit 20, and it's just kind of like, okay, like, you know, 18, you turn age of consent, right? And then so, even if you do 20 in, like, 7 years, like, it's a lot of people.
20 in 7 years.
I
Like,
would
from
agree
18 to
with that.
25.
Not dating
It's like-
30.
Huh?
What's your cap for age?
Age?
Leonardo
Yeah.
DiCaprio.
Yeah. We're just interviewing you now.
Yeah, like 28. No,
Okay.
28.
Okay.
Yeah.
Up to how?
Well,
how
in
high?
addition to
That,
body
no,
count,
that's the oldest, 28.
Oh.
in addition to body count, men also care about age.
Yeah,
Men
yeah.
prefer
Oh
younger
yeah,
women.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've noticed. That's another
Yeah.
weird thing that just
That's not-
is the way the world works. You
It's
know?
not
Yeah.
weird.
It's weird because you
I mean, it's not explainable necessarily, or at least
Well,
I can't.
I can
you?
articulate
Yeah.
why men care about it.
Definitely.
Well, the chief one is Evo Psych, and for biological reasons,
Yeah,
it comes
that
down
makes
to
sense.
fertility.
Yeah.
Young women are more fertile. A man who's 40 doesn't want to date a woman who's 40 because the chance
Yeah.
that she's going to conceive, be able to conceive and bring the pregnancy to term and have a healthy baby,
Right.
the
Makes
the
sense.
chance of birth defects starts increasing
Yep.
dramatically after 35. The chance of miscarriage after 35 is quite high.
Do you think
So-
it's? Oh, sorry to interrupt.
Go
you.
ahead.
Do you think it's interesting, or what are your thoughts? I guess I'm curious on the difference between like when an older woman dates a lot younger guy versus like.
I
the
think they're both
reverse.
totally fine. I have
Cool.
no issue with it.
I was just curious.
I think generally speaking, though, men are more often shamed if a guy who's 30 is
I
dating a
agree.
20-year-old. He's a lot of women want to claim that that's somehow like predatory, or even
Yeah.
we've had women come on the show and claim it's P word.
Yeah.
For wanting- like,
some
that's
girl told me I
ridiculous.
was.
Yeah, that is
Some girl called me
ridiculous.
old, and I was like, I'm 37. Like, I'm
That's
fucking
not
not
old.
old.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not old. I
That's
definitely
like
do not
prime
look
for
old
men.
either.
12 and a half.
You're old. No, no.
But I think it's totally fine. I mean, we have a word for women dating younger men. It's cougars, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of women that date younger men. That I have a list somewhere of examples, but it's really not necessary to provide. But they don't. That doesn't typically get much attention. But when you hear a lot of this stuff with Leonardo,
I was gonna
rec-
say
yeah,
his name. Yeah.
Oh, Leo.
Poor
even,
Leo.
Even Japan did.
Justice
they
for
pulled
Leo.
They pulled
The chart,
the chart
the
up on Japanese
infographic.
TV.
Yeah,
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 it's
yeah.
funny.
Poor Leo.
yeah.
Very Asian of them.
Do you guys have an issue with that? Like with men having a preference for younger women?
No.
As long as it's not, you're not like 50 looking for 18-year-olds, like that's sketchy. I would say that that's very weird.
What about 50 going for 25?
No, I don't think that that's weird.
Oh, okay.
No.
I think if the girl's
That-
cool with
I
it,
love that,
then
yeah.
if that's what she wants too, then why not? You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
But
think
if
you
you're,
can
like,
also
looking-
be predatory with it and then
Yeah.
not predatory with it.
Yeah.
It's very
Agreed.
like, again, it depends on
Intention.
situations.
Women
Yeah,
are
it's
women
all
can be
about
pretty
intention.
predatory.
Oh,
too,
for
man.
sure.
definitely.
I agree.
Yeah.
No, my friend's
agree.
mom, she was like, she was making moves on me in
I've
high school.
seen it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
think
Like,
back on it and I'm
uncomfortable.
like,
It's
oh my
Yeah.
god.
No, I was 18. She was 38, and she,
Definitely.
she shot her shot.
I bet.
Women can definitely be like that's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a misconception that it's like only older men look for younger
No,
girls.
this lady was a predator. She's like,
Oh,
so,
yeah,
she
I
was
bet.
like, so you want to go to WWE event, huh? I was like,
Oh.
yeah. I was,
Yeah.
Wait, how old are you?
I was 18.
18.
Big old smile
on her face.
You were right
And she
there.
was 38, and she's like, you want to go see Stone Cold Steve Austin? I was like, yes, I do.
Like, that's not the
It was
only
so
thing I
funny.
want to see.
No, it's so funny. So anything, we ended up doing whatever, and then actually,
Doing whatever.
I actually, so she bought the ticket, and I never went, and then that's when she like dumped me.
Dumped you.
Oh.
Oh. my god.
Yeah, it was bad.
But also it's weird because I think that it's more predatory because did you know her when you were younger?
No, I met. Well, yeah, I met her
It's a
technically the
circumstance.
beginning of the senior year when I was 17. So.
Okay.
Nice.
See, I thought that was
See,
like a
that's a
friend that
little
you've
weird.
had like since you were like
Oh,
in, like
no,
middle
no.
school. Like I'd be like, that's weird
No,
because
she
she was
knew.
waiting for you to be.
Listen, this lady was
Still
up,
sketchy though. I
Still,
still think
yeah.
that
She
that's
waited
a
predatory
year.
as fuck. Yeah.
She was up to no good.
That
Yeah,
is
she was
up to no good.
She
for
met my
sure.
mom too. It was
Oh.
And my mom's like, you know what? My mom's like, I don't trust that lady. I have a bad feeling about her.
Got the vibes.
Mother
Right.
always knows.
You're like, I like her, mom.
yeah.
Seriously.
Oh,
like the
man.
older I get, the more I realize that my mom really does know. And I'm
Oh,
like, fuck,
yeah.
why didn't
Yeah.
I listen to you?
Sorry, mom.
Mom's
Sorry,
smart.
Mom.
Okay, so we were talking about body count, then we switched to the age gap stuff. Any of you have an issue with age gap stuff? No? You can be honest.
Unless it's predatory again.
Unless it's
Yeah.
predatory.
So how do you define predatory?
Like what? Like let's say a 30-year-old wanting to date a 20-year-old.
Okay.
Just that, not looking at any other details, that in and of itself, do you think that that is predatory? You can be honest, guys.
No.
Okay.
I think it could be.
Yeah.
Well, sure. I suppose
Yeah.
anything could be something, but
I think that
But
if you
just with
met
no
someone,
details.
if you met a woman that was like 21 years old and she's like perfect, but you were like, oh no, sorry, you're past like 20, I think that that's weird. I think that that's a little bit predatory.
oh,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
Because
yeah.
that's like you're looking for that specific person.
yeah.
That's weird. I think that's very strange. But
Yeah.
The younger too.
Yeah.
It's just the more you're young, you don't. I was married at 19 and didn't
Yeah.
know what I was doing. Like you'd
Yes.
have to give it some time. So I feel like if it's a 19 to just that whole age, you really have to be careful. But
Yeah.
I think a lot more people are going to ask questions if
Yeah.
you are that young,
yes.
and that's good. I'm glad that people do because I would doubt myself too.
Yeah. Agreed.
so besides you, I think all of you said that body count shouldn't matter. You
Shouldn't, but
acknowledge
does.
that it's
Shouldn't.
I mean, it
agree
does.
with her.
Yeah, it definitely
okay.
matters.
So just question on this. So if body count shouldn't matter, what's your body count?
Well,
That's a
I actually
weird
don't know.
question.
I'm gonna be honest. I actually really don't know. I stopped counting because people would ask me that all the time, and I'm like, you know, I'm just not gonna think about it anymore.
Range estimate?
I have no idea.
100 plus?
I lost my virginity in senior year of high school, so like I didn't have like that crazy high school experience or anything like that. Like it's probably a lot lower than people think, but
Range?
I don't even know. I genuinely
Range?
don't even know range. I have no idea. But it's like it's a nice amount. It's definitely in like double digits.
You have like a spreadsheet.
For
don't
sure.
you?
Like, so I used to, but I got drunk and I deleted it. And I was like, God damn it. I had a whole list of everyone.
She has a
And I
spreadsheet.
deleted it.
Bedroom
But at that
performance.
point, it was up to like, before I deleted it, it was up to like,
No comment.
I don't even know.
I'm not saying.
I thought body count doesn't matter.
It's about who's gonna watch.
But it still
Like,
matters.
If my
Yeah.
family
we say
watches,
it shouldn't matter,
like, it's
but
not
we're saying
about,
it still does.
Range?
I'll tell you after.
Okay,
The show.
in private. Well, yeah,
I'll
of
tell you
of
after
course.
the show. It's
Sure.
more just like this is recorded. Like
Of course.
my family's gonna watch. Like,
Sure.
so,
Okay.
go.
What about
Very
you?
smart.
Under 10, but
Oh,
I don't
okay.
want to elaborate.
Sure.
further than
Under
that.
10, more than 9. Okay, go ahead.
I'm here with Sid.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I
Go
was like,
ahead.
I didn't say that.
It shouldn't matter, but it does, and almost every guy believes. And honestly, a lot of girls do lie about their body count on the first go.
It's true.
I never do.
I've
Yikes.
never lied, and when someone said that to me, they're like, "You're lying." And I'm like, "Why do you think I'm lying?" Anyways, yeah, no.
Well, you said it matters, but
I'm safe because I said it did matter. So,
so you don't want to share.
No.
That's fine.
But it's less than 10.
Sure. And then John, do you want to share yours while we're?
I did the other day on the show.
Yeah. Well,
Go
we got
for it.
new girls here.
It's
You don't
like
have.
up by
You don't have
5
to,
now.
by the way. You don't have to.
Well, okay, how about
didn't
this?
say that
So
to
let me
her.
ask you. So,
Sure.
what do you think my body count is?
I have no idea.
Just
I
give me a
don't
guess.
know.
Like
Guess.
I'm not
20
I'm not-
something?
I'm not like one of
Like-
these flaky weird people that's gonna get offended.
I don't know. Like,
Just like ruthlessly judge me like a book.
okay, like 40 or 50.
40, 50, cool.
Okay, say you've been sexually active for 20 years. And
Oh, yeah, I
let's
didn't
call it like average. If you've been in like a couple long-term relationships, then average at most like say 3 a year across, right? So at most 60.
Okay.
Strategy consultant.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
I was
She's doing the math
60, like
over
60
here.
to 80.
40, 60,
How old are you?
37.
Do you mind sharing when you lost your V card?
17. Been
Okay.
first-
It just
and
it
senior-
goes into
Senior
20
year.
years.
I would say like 30 something, in the 30 range.
Cool.
That's. I mean, I have to get to know you as a person to like throw a number out there.
Okay.
Yeah, same, but I will probably, if I'm being ruthless, I'd probably say 40s.
40s. Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Because I thought
Ruthless,
exactly that.
like,
Well,
ruthlessly insulting me or ruthlessly?
Depends
it's
on
that
if you think it
ruthless.
matters.
but no, it's also
What's
the
the
20
answer?
years
I'm
of
doing
like
math.
being sexually active.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Answer.
It's like 250.
Yeah, that's.
Nice.
I'm really not surprised.
Way
So
off.
if we do the math on average, it's one every other day.
It was also depending, like, again, relationship,
every
if
other
you
day is
travel.
impossible.
20 years, 250.
There they go. There go the numbers.
What about
Okay.
you?
What about me?
Mhm.
Well, I think body count matters. So, as a man of as a man of God, I do not share my my body count. But you guys are welcome to guess.
But if you won't tell the real answer, then
Now you know
Boring.
how guys feel.
no, he just said I won't answer. He won't even give a fake answer. He's just not going to answer. He said.
I won't give a fake answer. But
No, you just won't answer.
Anybody want to
Yeah.
guess?
I don't even
all
know.
right. Well, speaking on the women's body counts.
Multiply it by 3, and that's the real number.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a saying.
All right. Okay.